I just started a live video, but it already kicked me off Wi-Fi. They don't want people recording in here. So what they like to do is they like to black out with EMF type devices certain buildings here. I know they do it with quartz a lot too. We were energy exchanging with the rocks though. We're asking the rocks to activate us. I told her the left hand is how you receive energy and you give with your right. So we were asking the stones to activate us. They're very old, clearly. I know, I'm trying to hold it this way. So I will do some pre-recorded videos in this building. Some of these artifacts are actually amazing. You know that the Queen looted a lot of the world, the monarchy as in the British government. They took a lot of amazing artifacts. If you look at the details and the preservation, these are very similar to light languages right here. And when I look at a lot of Hebrew and ancient symbolisms like Arabic, they have a lot of light language influence and things like that. I'm actually very into symbols and interpreting them. So I can't read these ones, but I can read a lot of Egyptian symbolism. But you can tell they're derived from galactic languages. And humans would have communicated with a light language type of telepathy a long time ago. The Ankh, symbol of life, rebirth, harnessing energy. The Egyptians are very connected to the afterlife. They knew who they were, what their place was, that we were all one, and they lived in high levels of fourth dimensional consciousness, and they were very spiritually tuned into the afterlife and the spiritual. So they took death really seriously. That's why they would have made these statues and these burial areas that were really important to them. The body was seen as like the vehicle of God though, and so even when they died, they would take really good care of the body. I didn't notice this. I'm real into the wings too. We're gonna see the Sumerian stuff on another video. And they have a lot of the winged gods. A lot of wing symbolism. I can actually read the Sumerian a lot better than the Egyptian, I realized. It's weird. This is their best piece, Ramses' head. There's amazing energy around this stuff. There's some real amazing energy. It's hard to get this on camera because of the glass, but I'm gonna try. These are some amazing pieces that are pretty recognizable online and in anthropological circles. The pharaohs were seen as gods incarnate too. They were literally seen as living gods, deities. This is my favorite that I'm drawn to over here because it has Thoth, Ra, all of our favorite little guys. It's hard to get it on camera. But this is my favorite piece they have in their Egyptian section. Symbols were a language that artificial intelligence could not interpret at the time. Yes, sounds crazy that I'm talking about artificial intelligence in Egypt, but we had a lot of the same things going on. And they were symbols that were able to expand our consciousness in just looking at them. So just seeing these symbols will expand your consciousness and help activate you. If they could leave any message for us in rocks, they left one of teaching us that we are immortal living gods and that we have built-in ascension, that we can purify the mind, the body, and the soul to do the ascension path. These gods came before Amon-Ra. It came before this, that these gods, there were so many of them. I forget how many they had, but they had so many of these gods and paths to ascension. So you could like pick out, I like Ra, and follow his story and his ascension path and ascend that way. And they had a bunch of gods, probably like 40 or 70. And it was confusing people, so they decided to get back to oneness and the law of one to make things simple. And then the churches came and started to take things over when they did that, because it's bad for the churches. It puts them out of business. Oneness puts churches out of business. I love it. I want to touch these ones bad, but you can't. It's me, Raw. It's me, Raw. I saw a post this morning that says Raw has come back, and I'm thinking, yeah, I know. It's Raw. They don't have that depicted in there. They don't have it in the description, but we know who that is. So what they do is they just put some bullshit description out that has nothing to do with the artifact, and then people don't know what it is. So they like to hide this stuff too. We all know that's Raw, the sun god. I'm going this way now. My video's going. The Sumerian stuff will be way better. They don't like to photograph them, so they have weird cases too. Like I said, they knock out the EMF in this building too and do weird things with the energy in it. Hathor. Trying to photograph right in public places. Hathor. Oh, good. We can touch these ones. I'm all about touching them too. Because think about how old these are and the energy that lies in them. Love it. Sherry, come stand by it. You're so short. Wait till you stand by the Anunnaki. I can't wait to see that Anunnaki overlords because they're huge. So these are giant statues. Their temples were massive. They might have had giants living there. I don't know.
The same level as it. Look how
the gods might have been giants there too. We don't know. I know everyone thinks they like to know, but there's a reason why we can't remember this stuff. Everyone thinks they know, but I love this one. I don't know, it's so glittery. It's so you can see that it's like such a crystalline compound too. It's very similar to Stonehenge, and the energy feels epic. Yeah, the energy feels awesome on these artifacts. Can we just go back home? Is this the Anunnaki too? Gargoyle bird.
Oh, it's some kind of
offerings.
Yes.
Peace, lotus. Amon Ra. That's me.
a load of dead birds and upside down.
That's me. I love this one. These were found underwater. These were the ones dragged up under the ocean. They might have been even Atlantis. No one really knows. They found them at the bottom of the ocean. They were under there thousands of years, since Egyptian times, because they had the last statue was Cleopatra, who was their last pharaoh. Yeah. Who knows where they got? This was underwater for 3,000 years. This one, yeah. It was one of the ones that was underwater for 3,000 years in the ocean. It might have been Atlantis, the bottom of Atlantis. Like they might have really found Atlantis where these artifacts came from. I don't know. Who knows? Very famous piece right here. Isis, Osiris. Twin flame lovers. Look, this is our favorite. It's Isis and Osiris, twin flame lovers.
Yep.
Did they say that? No. They have everything labeled wrong. Every single piece that they don't mention it.
They don't want.
Yeah, they don't want. No, they don't want. It's something totally different. They have everything labeled wrong. Like everything labeled wrong, right? We know what this statue is.
Yeah.
It's very famous. Yeah. I know. This is so famous. These are like. We're getting a recharge with the eclipse and all this stuff. This is one of my favorites. You guys know I'm obsessed with divine unions, spiritual unions, alchemy of the soul. Everything I'm into now. This is crazy. Wait, Sherry, is this a casket? Is this for dead people? This was where... I know, it's not a boat. I think it's a burial.
It's a sarcophagus. This is what they were buried in.
This is what the priests went in and things, yeah. That skull, I almost climbed on it. Are you allowed to?
This was a sarcophagus of something called...
They're huge. They're so big. Yeah, like the mummy movies. They were real into the Book of the Dead. Prayers and spells to protect you going into the afterlife. So burial, like I said, was very important. Yeah, they were into burial magic.
Yeah.
Protecting the soul in the afterlife. Look, this is the afterlife.
Isn't that all these boats represent? All these boats represent going to the afterlife.
Here, I will read this for you. Sherry, just interpret it. These are the boats going to the afterlife. It's a story. This is the afterlife process right here. So you go on the boat, right? We're going on the boat. This is what happens when you die.
Isn't that where your heart gets weighed? And if it's too heavy, you get eaten by
Probably. Anubis will weigh your heart at some point.
Yeah.
And you'll either get recycled back here, or you will progress into the afterlife and become a god.
I mean, look at all these beautiful colours in it.
It's very detailed, yeah. These are advanced people. People think of them as in the desert, enslaving Hebrews, and slavely rebuilding the pyramids. These were advanced civilizations that were at a fourth dimensional, higher level of consciousness than humanity's at now. Oh, look at the shit on there. I might have to get close because I didn't see that. Yeah. Is that the head? I get so excited. Look, it's Ramses' head from the back. Political fragmentation. That's what's happening now. Oh my God. Political fragmentation. What does that mean? That's what's happening right now in the UK. That's what's happening now. Yeah, I'm reading it. Yeah, it's weird they have political statements. Never heard of political fragmentation. That's epic. That was underwater too. For like 2,000 years, like the bottom of the ocean. They don't tell you that on this little plaque. I gotta read it now. Yeah, they don't mention that on any of their little artwork tags. They should probably update them. Oh, look, and they've removed, not suspect. Not suspect. They removed the article.
Scribble statue. They've removed a few. There's that one missing.
They have removed many of the artifacts. Yeah, they said they almost took out the whole underwater collection. They're trying to hide it. Except for the head and that guy. They took out the whole display. Oh, I love the vibes of this stuff. I could go live there.
Another one missing. Object removed.
Yeah, they took the whole underwater collection out. I did a lot of research on this building. They took the whole underwater collection out. The crystal skulls dodge you too. That sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. They're real weird. Look at those pillars. They had those were real symbolic. We need to stand in between them because in between the pillars is a state of consciousness. In between when you're asleep and you're awake, like I think of it like when I'm real tired in the morning, like when you first wake up and you're half asleep. But it's a state of consciousness, a state of awareness. So they have pillars everywhere. God's wife. See, you could become God's wife. Yeah, humans. They were trying to show us that we were deities, and that we could do the same stuff too. They had a lot of gods in their day. I love it. We could be living like the pharaohs, right? We could be living like gods, like the pharaohs. But look at that, right? That's dope too. Look at this shit. That's dope. I can always tell which ones I'm drawn to. They have them all labeled wrong though, so when I go to read them, you can't tell. You can't tell what anything is.
And you can bet that the
Oh,
water
it feels crazy this whole way. I'm trying to get over here. I'm messing my camera up.
Oh.
I'm touching everything. They're like, do not touch.
It's granite. Us touching it's not going to do it no harm. You could get 50 million people to touch it, won't do it any
I
harm.
telepathy the rocks to activate me. I'm like, please activate me. Please activate me. We need your assistance. Like any other crystals, I always try to ask them for their assistance on my mission. It's for sure a giant crystal. It's probably granite mixed in with, see, it's like sparkle stuff.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, granite.
But it's mixed in with like, that's nice too.
It were an offering table. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
used
need
to
one
do-
of these in my house.
They used to bless the food and everything on it. And
Yeah, an altar.
yeah.
This is where your candles
Yeah,
and your
but they don't
crystals and your
call it
sage
that.
goes.
Offering table, they don't use the word altar. They won't use the word altar.
No, they use weird words.
Offering table.
Offering table. But you know it's an
You could
altar.
just say altar.
And they put their sage and their crystals and worship the gods.
That's exactly what they used to do. Just go around, take and bless the food.
Yeah. I need an altar at my house. Alright, is this the whole room? Oh, we gotta go over here. I'm getting off video. Is this the whole room? No, this guy, famous, you know that. Some more Ra, Osiris, I think. Ooh, the light. The light on these artifacts. I can't see to get an aura of the rocks. I'm getting an aura of the rock picture, Jerry. I had the craziest energy caught on camera here. You should see the aura of the rocks. Sherry. She's busy. Look, they got crazy energy. You'll see it on video. You can't see it because of the light. I did a rock aura.
Did you get one?
Yeah. You'll have to watch the video after. It'll be short. You won't be able to see it on camera. Yeah. I don't know how kind of like, I saw pink and like a lot of white. Like divine light. Yeah. If they were lit up though.
Them columns came
I
out of
wasn't
the
trying to
temple.
and I walked by the sun
Came
and
out
it
of the
lit it
temple.
up.
Them columns came out of the temple.
I know. This is like, this whole room has so much spiritual energy in it. You know, objects hold energy. For real. It took Egypt a long time too. It took humanity a long time to get to Egypt where they could learn the spiritual like us where we're at now. It took a long time for us to be open to it and be able to learn it. And they had to go through a whole cycle to get where they were at too. To wake up. To understand. This one's dope because you can see it really good. A lot of light language, almost symbolism. A lot of the Egyptian stuff came from Atlantis. Yeah. Atlanteans were their teachers. It looks like the alphabet.
That looks like, you know, the Cyrillic alphabet.
Is this where they got the alphabet from?
That doesn't look like
This
either
might
place.
be out of place.
It's that.
It doesn't look Egyptian.
It's not.
Greek and Roman took over Egypt. Oh, okay, wait.
So
Because
this
it looks
is
like
the-
our alphabet.
So is it Cyrillic alphabet? It's called.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
This is what they did to the hieroglyphs. It looks just like English, actually.
So it's like the alphabet the Russians use, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks similar to American. You got the same letters, a lot of them. Yep, Romans. Here we are today. Looks similar. The Romans took over the world. Destroyed it. This one's dope too. It's hard to get them on camera in the light. These are all very sacred. They came out of temples and sacred places too. They didn't just come from anywhere. What's that? Like, what's this?
Giant scarab beetle, isn't it?
Is it?
Scarab, yeah.
I was like,
Scarab.
what is it? Yeah, it
It's a
represents your
scarab.
brain. The scarab is
Yeah.
your brain.
Scarab.
The scarab. It represents your brain. It's your head breaking open, cracking open.
Is it?
Yeah, it's when your head expands. Yeah. I just know weird
Sphinx.
I just know. Yeah, the Sphinx. Well, how about they want the Sphinx's tail beard back? And there's so many lawsuits against this museum for them stealing it. And I guess this might be, is this the Sphinx's wife?
They've got two that are the same. This one.
Did they take the Sphinx's twin flame, you think? They take the Sphinx's twin flame.
Yeah,
This is probably the Sphinx's twin flame they removed. Yeah. There's a lot of crazy light in here too and energy. Wait, I'm coming. They took the Sphinx's, they took the real Sphinx that, is still in Egypt. They took its beard too. I'm seeing a lot of crazy energy and light in this video. Well, I've been to a lot of museums in my life, and this is probably the best collection of Egyptian stuff they have anywhere in the world, actually. They took a lot of these artifacts, so they have a really good collection here. Yeah, they have a good, I'm going to see it right now. They have a good collection here, that I said. I've been to a lot of big Egyptian displays. They have a lot of stuff here. That thing, it's huge. Toot, toot, toot. Oh, this is the Anunnaki. This is the Anunnaki.
Is this the Anunnaki?
Yeah, it's gotta be. We gotta do a different video. Is this the Sumerian tablets? No, this is something else. It looks like the Anunnaki. Look, behind us. We don't know because they're liars. Is this Sumeria? Is this the Sumerian stuff? Alright, I'm gonna get off here so I can Google if this is our stuff.